Here's a tool I use to take off the 3/8 inch male square drain plug on a Tecumseh. This happens to be a little 5 horsepower. This is a 3/8 inch female, the 3/8 inch female, and I made it from a Craftsman 3/8 inch to hex, and I've got a 3/8 inch to hex here, and I just basically put these together like that. Then I'm just putting some duct tape around it. I did that probably 20 years ago, but that'll fit onto here. And then you can put the wrench on here like this to take that off, and it tends not to booger up the pipe piece. This actually here, to get this off, because somebody else had fooled with it, I had to go through and sand these flats because they were all screwed up. I couldn't even get this my tool on there. But I'm draining the oil here on this. I've already done that. This is Tyvek paper here, draining it here into the drain container. But I couldn't get this off, and I tried this little guy on here, and that just was making it even worse. So I had to go through and take a rat tail file here and file where it had been ruined when it was on here on the block, and then go through and finally be able to get my tool on there that's got a 3/8 inch square to 3/8 inch square. And I just went down to the Sears store years ago and just found out what two would fit together. You don't have to get them from Sears, but that hooks on here like that with your wrench, and then you're using all 4 sides, and you tend not to screw up the drain plug. I've seen these sometimes are so tight that you can't even get them off. This is on a Sears little 2000 watt alternator. This drain plug I finally removed. I took the file to kind of get the flats correct, and now it'll go in fairly easy on this square 3/8 inch tool that I've made. And before that I couldn't even get the tool on, even if I tried to really, you know, almost pound it on with the rubber mallets. Now it'll come on and off with ease. That's just a tapered plug. I probably should get another one, but this has still got some use in it. I'm not going to wail on it and tighten it too tight. Here's the tool. Put some duct tape on it just to hold it. I can go through and just snug this up. You don't have to go crazy on this thing, because the next guy's got to take it off. It's got to be tight enough, but you just don't leak. I'm not really doing that too well since I'm holding the camera, but we actually made this years ago to turn on and off some tanks that had pressurized gas, like for welding and some other industrial applications. And we got tired of opening and closing them. Takes too long, so we went off and made this tool. And this usually lives by the tanks, and so I just happened to grab it here to show how to take the plug out. And I really couldn't get that plug out with a I tried crescent wrench, of course that's desperation. I tried a real long wrench I could get on there, and I still couldn't get it off. And so I pulled this tool out, and I buzzed off just a hair of the flats that were damaged, and then was able to get this off there. Mobil 1 in that, probably 10 years old. Super Sin 10W30, fully synthetic. There's the oil on the dipstick, right to full. And we took the air filter off. Look at this goo here. That was a foam filter. So I'm going to run it here for a second without the filter, because the whole foam filter looks like coffee grounds that just disintegrated over the years. That's on a 2000 watt Sears alternator here. It's bizarre. Good squirts of ether in the 2000 watt Sears. See if we fire the sucker off. Ooh, we got some power. Cool.